Alright folks, it's New Jersey Joe. Here I am. I'm not at my house, I'm actually at my neighbour's house here in the Jersey Shore. This is Abigail, or Abby as she likes to be referred to. She's got a nice set of antiques all around, and these are some of the things that she's got hanging on her wall. And I'm not sure whether you, I think a couple of videos back I said that I had a friend and I had some antiques, and I was going to put my friend and my antiques together to try to find out if they had value and what they were, for Christ's sakes, because I'm not really certain. Now I happen to know from talking to Abby that this is a what you call a piss pot, but some people might actually call it a chamber pot, which I guess is a little bit more civilised. Look at this, these are little salt and pepper shakers here, and they're old, I suppose, yes. And the salt and the pepper, is that old too, or no?
No.
All right. Abigail, are you all right? You're going to be all right here. I know you are, and I appreciate you doing this. Abigail, or Abby as she's called, is my neighbour here in New Jersey, right on the shore. We both share the line of demarcation between our yards, right? And I've had the pleasure of seeing you late at night in your bedroom window, in your boudoir as it were. And I can't say you've had the pleasure of seeing me, but you have seen me, I'm sure.
That's because you have curtains on your wall.
I do, I have some curtains.
Notice I don't have too many curtains.
That's right.
I like open windows.
Now, Abby knows a lot about antiques. Why is that? How did you sort of nurture this hobby that you have here? And we're having delicious wine, by the way. There it is, right there. And she's got not only this lovely wine, a toast, my dear. Thank you so much for inviting me into your lovely home here. And I brought over a couple of things here that she's going to look at. The first thing I brought over, ladies and gentlemen, is this beautiful plate here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's beautiful. Now, would you tell me what you think of that? Now, she's had a few minutes to look at this, and I don't know if she knows what it is or not. I certainly don't know what it is.
Well, I do, because I collect a lot of this. This is called transferware.
Transferware?
Transferware, and this is, because it's a pattern that covers everything. It's called chintz. It's a chintz kind of pattern.
Right.
Style.
Not from England, of course.
This is from England.
Is it really?
Yes.
We don't have chintzy things in England, do we?
Yes. Chintzware really came from England.
Oh, I should have known that. My mum probably
came
knows
from
that.
England.
All right, that's good to know.
It was developed in England. Only very affluent English families could afford china.
Well, of course, we had a whole set of this. Yes, we had a whole set.
So in the mid-1800s,
yes,
what happened is they started making it available for the middle class by a certain process called transferware. And it took a copper plate and it etched a design into the copper plate.
Right.
And they inked a tissue, put the tissue on top of the plate, put this into the kiln and fired it, and
yes,
the pattern and the ink transferred to this piece.
Oh, enough of that. What's the value of this thing here right now? How much could I sell that for at an antique show?
Well, this one's quite old.
How old would you say?
If you look at the back, it's called RD number. It's a registration number that they started putting on them after the mid-1800s.
What's the bottom line, Abby?
2302.
So what does that mean?
So the lesser the number, the more value.
Oh, I see.
If the number is 300,000 or above, it means it was produced after 1900.
Oh, I see.
So this one was produced probably in the mid, like 1860s, maybe.
So it's worth $750,000?
No. I mean, it could be worth as much as 40, maybe even 50.
40, $50?
You might see it go on eBay, or you might see it in a show for that much.
Right.
But it's, a piece this old is usually in not very good shape. This one has no cracks, what we call crazing. And it's just in beautiful shape. It's like it was never used.
All right. Now,
and it's also in the aesthetic pattern, which the Victorians, this was just during the Victorian era.
Right.
And if you can see, it's got a bird, it's got flowers, it's got bamboo.
Right.
They loved nature, and so they reflected the nature in everything that they created.
The Brits, love nature.
The Brits.
That's
well,
right. We love nature.
And
we love en natural, actually. We love to run around naked. Now, what is this? This is a lovely plate, and this I will say, my mum gave me, so I'm guessing this is from Britain. What's the story on this?
Well, this one's also from Britain. It's quite old. It's mid 1800s as well, to probably the late 1800s.
All right.
It's also in the aesthetic pattern. It's a little lighter brown, but again...
Okay, let's give a nice close-up so everybody can see it. Look right there, see it?
You have this love of nature. You have a deer in the picture.
Can you see it all right there?
Flowers.
Right. And what's the value here? I'm going to guess $75.
Well, again, it's in good shape.
Right, it is. Look, see? Look at that. It's terrifically, really. Make me an offer, ladies.
I think about the same.
All right.
40, 45. The dinner plates are smaller, as you see.
Right.
People didn't eat as much as we do nowadays. So mostly you'll find most of the dinner plates are 9 1/4 to like 9 3/8 or something. Not really big.
Oh, I know.
Whereas nowadays we have 10.5-inch plates.
All right, let me ask you then. So this was a dinner plate that was probably from the 1600s because it's even smaller. And of course, in the 1600s, they had appetites that were even smaller than that.
Well, no, this is typically called like a little. It could be a salad plate.
A salad plate. Let me give you a close-up look at that. See that, ladies and gentlemen? There it is, a salad plate. And what's the story behind this lovely dish?
Well, again, it's aesthetic. It's got all these little pictures within a picture, and it again reflects the Victorian love of nature. It's got the sailboat, the pussy willows, or
hey, easy now.
I don't know. Those are pussy willows. Joe,
I don't know. Let's not know.
Cattails are pussy willows.
When you're on YouTube, you've got to be careful what you say and what you don't say, and that's why there's nothing pornographic on the New Jersey Joe channel.
But again, this one.
So don't say willow again.
Is in pussy.
Willow.
Cat.
Willow.
And again, this one has got a rather low number. It's in 116,000.
All right, the value then?
So it's late 1800s.
$40, $50, right?
Oh, this one is in such great shape, and this pattern is
right.
I have to say, this is not a pattern you see.
All right, out with it. What's it worth?
Probably, just for this little plate, probably 40.
All right, see, look, I could have guessed 40 because all these plates so far have been 40. All right, here's something that, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is a little silver, I'm assuming it's silver cup. It's been in the family for years, you know. I'm told it belonged to my great-grandfather. It's got a little engraving in the back, and I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a little children's cup, and I'd say it's worth probably in the neighborhood of $84.23. Now, how did I do there, Abby?
Well, you're pretty much off the mark.
All right, now what is it?
This is silver plate, and the plate's pretty badly worn off of it. It's been polished a lot of the times, and it looks like something may have spilt on it. But this is actually a baby cup.
Well, that's what I said.
It's a baby cup, and normally they would put the initials in here. And this etched pattern that you see is, again, is what we call the aesthetic.
Right.
So it's late 1800s. But it's bent, as you can see.
Right.
Got some dings in it.
Probably fell on the floor. The baby pushed it off the thing, you know. And
I would say,
my great-grandfather was a bad baby, I heard.
Can't quite. Oh, it's Rogers and something.
And Hammerstein.
Yeah, it's a singing cup.
It's a singing cup.
But anyway, I wouldn't put the value at any more than probably $10.
$10. Well,
yeah,
I missed the mark on that.
Sorry about that.
All right, let's see if we can.
They make good paper cups.
I'm going to guess now. Look at this. This is a gold. I'm saying it's a solid gold plated with pearl inlay. It's got to be worth about $750. It's opera glasses, certainly, the kind of opera glasses that my mom would use when she goes to the opera. But tell us the truth here, Abby. What's it worth and what is it?
Well, these depends on the manufacturer. This looks like it's kind of mother of pearl, so that makes the value go up. They're in pretty good shape. I haven't tried them out. Have you?
Right. You know, I did try these out in my upstairs bedroom window when I looked over at your bedroom window one night. I could actually see much more clearly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I could see you actually getting into your dressing gown.
But yeah, these could be considered opera glasses. Some are. Way back then, I mean, even in the Victorian era, again, late 1800s, a lot of the things you appear to have from the late 1800s.
Well, let's get to the bottom line, Abby. What's the value?
I think these were probably opera glasses because you have this little ring here.
Right.
And it had a holder that you would hold up to your face. So, but they're in good shape, and the optics are still
$30.
No, I think you could probably get more than that, maybe 80.
All right then, $80. Make me an offer, ladies and
gentlemen.
Because
they're in nice shape.